Okay, are we rolling?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's go ahead and clap for Lila.
I was about the age of 15 when my sister attempted her first surprise at making dinner for the night. Victoria, my sister, wanted to try something from our culture, so she chose something that she never made before, sopas. Now I could say that we came home to a lovely dinner and that everything was perfect, but it was quite the opposite. Victoria had set fire to the kitchen due to a paper towel being too close to the flame on the stovetop. She turned around to get water to put it out, but by the time she turned back, it was too late. Our kitchen cabinets caught fire, and in lieu of our cultural meal, we ordered pizza and replaced part of our cabinets. Sopas, while thicker than a fried tortilla, they have an indent that allows them to be topped with toppings like various meats or veggies that can be big or small and served as an appetizer or main dish that is traditional from Culiacan as well as important to Mexican culture. Culiacan is a city in Sinaloa, Mexico, whose economy was based off of the cultivation of corn, squash, cotton, peppers, and beans. This was stated by Alvaro Obregon from General Coordination of Public Relations and Outreach in 2013. This basis of a corn-fueled economy allowed the sope to be born. So before we can dig into our delicious sopes, I will go over what materials we need, the masa preparation, and the last step, the serving. These materials can be found in your household items or simply at a local grocery store. We will need masa or corn flour, oil for frying, and toppings for the end of the process. The masa, you want to prepare it in a round mixing bowl. You want to put enough water in it to moisten it so it becomes into a dough-like state, and add salt to season. Once that is done, you want to grab the masa into an egg-sized ball. And once you have all your balls made, you want to flatten them between two pieces of plastic wrap until they're about 1/4 inch of thickness. And do not forget to make a ridge in the sope because that is what makes it a sope, and it will keep the toppings from flying right off. The toppings, we will need to chop lettuce or cabbage depending on preference, and tomatoes, grate cheese into a separate container. You may cook beans from scratch or simply buy a can of refried beans from the grocery store. And you may make, if you have a recipe for a homemade salsa, by all means make it. If not, you can buy your favorite at a grocery store as well. And you may cook your meat of choice. I say this is optional because I'm a vegetarian, so I won't be putting any meat on mine. And when it's time to fry, you want to get a frying pan, pour enough oil to cover the sope. I would say about 1.5 inches so it's completely covered. You want to heat the oil on a medium-high heat for about a minute until it's hot enough. And you want to place the uncooked sope into the frying pan, and you want to cook it until it's golden brown. And once that is done, you will remove the sope with a pair of tongs and place it on a large plate or ungreased tray between paper towels so that it catches the excess oil. Now that we went over that, let's go over the end of the process. So the serving. After the frying is done, your sopes are ready to be topped with their toppings. You want to make sure you have all your toppings organized into separate areas so that you and your guests can build your own and pick what you like. So today we went over what materials we needed, the masa preparation, and we topped and served our sopes. So the next time you or a family member want to try something new, make sure you're present for it, otherwise your kitchen may just catch fire.
Okay, Nick.